Bow, bow, ba-da-da-da. Welcome to Stump the Idiot. I am the huge one, aka the Idiot, Dave Coco from CocoSports.com or CocoSports.net. And it takes you to the same place. It's where the world comes to kick ass, your home for combat sports, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. And we like to answer the questions from the Internet Infantry. Today, I have a special guest, aka Rob the Idiot. Rob the Idiot, welcome aboard to Stump the Idiot.
What's up,
This is
Dave?
probably one of our more popular questions. I've been really busy with real life situations. Boo, real life getting away with the internet. But this one, I just wanted to get a nice quick show out of the way. People are talking about it, and it's sad because you have the Stardom situation, you have this situation. It seems like the only way you can make any waves and go viral in the indie or international scene is doing something absolutely crazy. And everyone want to get our thoughts on it. Rob, you're a better speaker than me. Just explain, for those who haven't seen the video. The video and her response on Beyond Wrestling is down in a link. So if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? We do have links down in Doodly-Doo. But Rob, quick as possible, explain the situation just in case someone's like, what is Stump the Idiot talking about?
Okay, basically, Kimber had a match against Chris Dickinson on, I don't remember the exact date. Yeah, March 1st. It was in Providence, Rhode Island. They had a match, I believe it was a hardcore match, and at one point he hits her with a shot that, I mean, it was a vicious shot, and busts her open, and her neck goes back, and people freaking out. He almost broke her neck. He hit her too hard, etc., etc. But she's actually come out on her own on YouTube, and actually, because of all the drama that started to surround that, she actually released a statement of her own, essentially saying, hey, I'm okay. I understand that in order to make bigger gains in this business, you're going to have to take some risk. And, you know, as a woman in the sport that's trying to get equality, her and Chris Dickinson both agreed on that, on everything that was going on in that match in order to entertain the fans that night. And while some people think they pushed it too far, she points out in the video, hey, I'm 100% healthy. I got medical attention afterwards as a precaution, and I'm already cleared to return to the ring this weekend. So, I mean, she's A-okay, and if there's anyone who should be setting the standard on how people react to this incident, it should be the person who took the shot.
And my big thing is, and me and Rob talk off air about, you know, stuff bigger than pro wrestling, but I think one of the most important things when I judge something is consent. As soon, like, because, you know, we just did a short video, and it's sad that women's wrestling, independent wrestling, international wrestling only goes viral and only gets spread if it's something is shockworthy. But my whole thing is, I waited on the Stardom. I was like, no, if she gave consent to a shoot fight, you know, this is last week, a woman got beat up pretty bad in Japan that went viral. And I was like, if she gave consent, then I'm okay with it. You know, sometimes you get your ass whooped. The thing that's different about this situation in Stardom is, in Stardom, she didn't give consent. She just went in there trusting her opponent and got her fucking face bashed in, literally. This one, there was consent. And when it comes to something controversial or something law, because I'm one of those guys, I'm an anarchist as far as until you threaten to throw me in a cage. Like, I'm an anarchist, we'll throw you in a cage. Okay, here you go, sir, nice guns.
He's an anarchist until there are consequences.
No. Like, it depends what the consequence. Like, losing a job, okay. You know, hey, getting fined, getting that. No, but as soon as you're like, we're going to throw you in a cage, I'm like, hell, government, I love the government, don't throw me in a cage. And the big thing is just consent. So I waited, you know, A, because real life situations, but B, also, I like the fact that she came out and did the video. I have no problem. I have no problem with this at all. You know, people are, what is this? This is disgusting. This is horrible. They had consent. She knew what was going on. The second thing is...
And there's not a mark on her. Like, on the video, you can see it doesn't look like she even had the match.
And the second thing is there was no injury. So, like, when there was a controversy earlier in the year, AJ Styles was breaking necks and cashing checks, as fucking Bullet Club would say. You know, and I know it's a character, and I know that, but you know, if you were a pro wrestler and you broke someone's neck and you had to still be heel, you had to feel shitty. You have to be like, there's a part of me that fucking feels like a complete
Oh, yeah.
asshole.
And people say that AJ Styles does feel shitty about it, and that now he asks everyone before. He always asks them, are you okay with taking the Styles Clash before the match? And if the guy says no, then AJ Styles does not do it.
Well,
And he repeatedly says it's a safe move unless you tuck your head. And if you tuck your head, you're going to get injured. And and people getting injured, it's not his fault, in his defense.
Yes, but at the same time, I like the fact that he's adding it, because I imagine if you're an indie guy and AJ's like, this is my finisher, I think a lot of indie guys, you know, they're just like in the military. We're both military men. There's people with high rank. So, like, if they're like, hey, do you want to go running through that minefield and set up a flag so we can, I don't know, win the war? I think that's how it's done, right? I don't know. It's been a while. But, you know, usually you're like, God damn it, he's a sergeant. I'm not going to say anything. But with him asking, you know, hey, do you want to run across the minefield? You're like, I'm good.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. So at least he's asking. But she didn't get injured. So, you know, because there's a thing, like, if you do a move, even if it's the other guy's fault, and they get injured over and over and over, it is. Now, this is where it's going to get a little too interesting. This generation of fans, and I don't want to pick on this generation of fans, but this generation of fans, we have to decide something. And I talked about this on the Lucha Underground review. We have to decide, as a fandom, as a human species, are women equal? That's it. No. You could be banging your feminist drum. You could be like, my single mom worked 8 jobs and have a tear down your eyes and be like, women are great. And this is what I mean. You have to decide as a human, are women equal? And the reason you have to decide that is, if this was Spike Dudley, no one says anything.
Nope.
No one says anything. So you can't say, hashtag give divas a chance. Hashtag give women a chance. Hashtag Stephanie's not a feminist, but really just a fucking
Do you know what pisses me off about this, though, more than that?
You can't do that. And fucking if a woman fights a wrestler and goes as far as Spike Dudley or ECW, goes absolutely crazy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Like, Lufisto even commented on this, and for those of you who don't know, because a lot of people who have never seen overseas wrestling honestly don't know who Lufisto is. Dave, do you want to explain to them who Lufisto is?
She's just absolutely amazing hardcore. And the thing is, overseas, this shit happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All the time. In Japan, go watch Stardom. Go watch a lot of these Japanese things. Go watch Big Japan. This is very commonplace. The women hold their own, and it's amazing. What I ask you to do is Stardom. So this is what I'm asking. You can't hashtag give divas a chance. Oh my God, that woman took a chair shot. You have to decide, are women equals or are they not? And hey, dude, everyone has a different thing. Everyone has a different standard of where women are, what women should be. But here's the thing. What I ask you is, don't hashtag women's right bullshit and then get all pissed off when you don't mention it about Spike Dudley or a smaller wrestler, or, you know, let's say this was Spud at Rockstar Spud. It was Rockstar Spud, who's a smaller gentleman, and this happened at a UK, you know, ICW thing. This would never go viral. They'd be like, wow, Spud took a chair shot and a nasty move to the corner. Spike Dudley during the ECW days, you wouldn't have said anything. If it was a small guy in Big Japan, they're kind of famous for hardcore here. They're kind of like the combat zone of Japan, and they'll throw little guys through fucking panes of glass, everything, even women. And if you don't fucking get outraged and offended by that, then hashtag you're really fucking not seeing women as equals. Let's be completely honest, and this is going to offend a lot of people, but what I ask you is, you can't be wishy-washy. You say, no, fucking, I'm alpha male, no, women shouldn't be in dangerous situations, and this is another thing, like, you know, and a bigger thing, I was very lucky, and when I got hurt in the Marine Corps, I got to train women trying out for the infantry. And dude, you think you want to hear fucking people losing their shit. You know, it's more than a chair shot. And now I think there's 3 women in the Marine Corps infantry. And I'm happy for them. Now, granted, they have to be treated like equals and do their goddamn fucking pull-ups, but at the same time, I'm happy for them. You have to decide, are women equal or are they not? If you flip out because a woman took a chair shot and got thrown into the corner, and then you bitch about women not getting a fair shot. It's bullshit. And then another thing that people are complaining about, and now this one you have a leg to stand on, because I've seen people bitch about it, but it's a slippery slope. It's too dangerous. It's not worth it. People are going to forget. First off, the too dangerous thing is a very slippery slope. And the reason I say that is, you can't be like, have you seen those memes where they're like, respect wrestlers? Like they're fucking veterans or something, or like they're fucking real fucking gladiators? You can't be, dude, they're fucking embarrassing. But you can't be, these are heroes, gladiators, all that, and then it's too dangerous. You have to fucking decide. And this is why everyone has to have the too dangerous thing. But you have to be careful of the too dangerous thing, because I've had people come up to me as an indie promoter and say that a drop kick is too dangerous of a high spot. No, if it's consent and both wrestlers want to do it, you've got to push the envelope. You can't be like, oh, I hate WWE style because they're so safe. They're like, oh, they're too dangerous.
Who the fuck thinks a drop kick is too dangerous?
Dude, I don't want to throw them under the bus, but I swear to Christ, there are some really
Marvel?
No. They're, you need to be embarrassed. Once you go backstage, you'd be fucking embarrassed about some of the wrestlers, what they say. But, yeah, you have to be careful. Now, if you think it's too dangerous, fine. But you better be tooting that too dangerous horn when a man's taking that shot. You better be tooting your dangerous horn. Either that or just say, hey, women are equal. That's up to you. That's up to you. But you can't, as a community, we can't be like, hashtag give divas a chance. Hashtag let women wrestle. Hashtag, oh my God, I'm cooking. This is too much. This is too much.
The hypocrisy of it is the most frustrating thing. Like,
yeah. Well, my big thing, if there's consent, and the too dangerous thing, they do have a point, but that's a dangerous path to go down. Because
it was a really vicious shot. Like, her neck went pretty far back. But at the end of the day, she consented to the shot, and then afterwards she was okay, and she said, hey, this was my call, and I'm fine with what happened.
All right, I ran ACW back in its golden days, in its heyday, when we drew crowds. local Florida heat. But yeah, we used to draw crowds, and we used to do it. And we put our stuff up for free everywhere, and let's say this was George Martel. George Martel's a manager, average dude, not a real small guy, and some of the guys really fucking went to town on those chair shots. Not one person ever mentioned it was too dangerous. Ever. But poor George Martel's getting fucking cranked with a goddamn chair 100 miles per hour.
And I just want to say, George Martel, you're a champion for all those chair shots.
Oh, me and George didn't see eye to eye a lot of times. Now we're like best friends.
Is that why you had him hit with a chair all the time?
No,
like,
that was their.
Agree with you, and you're like, all right, George, looks like you're getting another chair shot tonight.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry. With great power comes great responsibility. But no, I never did anything like that. But still, that's fucking funny though. Now I wish I did, but it never worked out that way. But yeah. So to me, when it comes to this stuff, the stardom and controversial stuff that goes viral, if she gave consent, that's okay with me. Now let me tell you something. Would I be singing a different note if she came on and go, oh, I didn't know what I was in for? You bet your fucking ass. I would be like, no, that's a fucking crime. That, she trusted you and that's a crime. But when she comes on and she's brave enough to say, no, it was all part of it, and then you'd be like, oh, we botched the chair spot and all that. Yeah, fucking botches happen. You know what I mean? And that's it. And here's the thing. Another argument is, oh, people will forget about this. Yeah, but everyone's talking about her. I bet you more people know who she is now than ever. And all of that, but will people eventually forget about it? Yes, but people forget about stuff all the time. But if she uses this viral fame for maybe a bigger payday, the next step, I bet you prior to this going viral, WWE and TNA might have known who she was. They had no interest in signing her. they go viral,
Now,
maybe it's on a radar. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, because you can't be like, oh, it won't last forever. Fucking Mick Foley, you know, it can last forever. It could go to the next fucking step, you know, and you have to get noticed, and it's hard. It's really hard to get noticed, you know. So I don't know. If you think it's too dangerous, that's a slippery slope, and I can't really defend you. But if you're like, no, this is absolutely horrible, like still hashtagging feminism, you're full of shit. You have to decide, are women equal? And I decided a long time ago that women are equal. You know, they are different, but they're equal. And where I decided that was when I was training women for infantry. Because, let me tell you, those women went through a hell of a lot more than a chair shot. And here's the saddest part. I trained them in the 90s. The first 3 official, and of course they're very good looking and don't have to do pull-ups. I'm not calling shenanigans, I'm just thinking it really loudly. But the original women who tried to be the real G.I. Janes that went through the Marine Corps boot camp, I trained them. I saw them, and I'm like, no, these women are fucking equals, you know? Do they have weaknesses that other Marines have? Of course. But they also have strengths, and they do it. You know, like the white step, bullshit, and G.I. Jane, throw that out. If a woman can do the 3 pull-ups and do the infantry training, she should be infantry. If the women can do the chair shot and the move, she should be a pro wrestler. And all I'm saying is, it's weird seeing hashtag women are awesome, hashtag oh my god, I can't believe you did that to a woman. You have to deep down inside yourself. Alright, your closing thoughts on this, and then we're going to wrap this show up. We're going to try to do more Stump the Idiots, but shorter. But this one we had to get out of the way because on every platform of social media, like, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Rob, your final thoughts on it.
I think we've covered it pretty much entirely. I'm more disappointed that it blew up this big than anything.
Well, it's good for her career, but at the same time, it's just like... It's
good for her career, but at the same time, it's completely hypocritical of the whole give divas a chance thing that everyone was pushing.
Yeah.
It's like, we want women to be taken more seriously in wrestling, but not that seriously.
Yeah, and I know that, but in Lucha Underground, I mean, it's weird because, you know, Lucha Underground, Japanese, Shimmer, Shine, TNA's women division to a point, NXT to a point, they are trying, especially Lucha Underground, they're really pushing the envelope on the women's, women wrestlers.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they're trying to push the envelope, and you say you want it, but then you're like, oh, no, this is too far. You have to decide, are they equal or are they not? You can't be like one day, hashtag give women the chance, yay, Nikki Bella. Boo, woman who takes chair shot. You can't. You have to make that fucking decision. Are women wrestlers equal? I say yes. All right, Rob, thank you very much. Tell them where they can reach you to send the hate mail. Send all hate mail to Rob Hates Women. No, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
Where can they reach you at?
SIDUAKAL on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Twitch TV.
All right, and also please like, comment, subscribe. We're trying to make more and more content right now. We're going with Seinfeld's Don't Break the Chain. I know it's not his idea, but he's the one that brought fame to it. We're trying to at least minimum do 1 show a day, and we're going to try to build up to 5 shows a day. That's what we're working on. So please like, comment, subscribe. We really enjoyed doing this. Hopefully we can build a community. And listen, if you disagree, you just put in the comments you disagree. That's, you don't have to get all huffy puffy. I noticed something online, like, I disagree with you, I hope you fucking die. Like, okay. Alright, let's see. We do have some comments. I forgot to check the comments. Good thing I did this. Someone would be like, you didn't read my comment. Sorry, we just scatterbrained today. Oh, come on. Alright. I am Mikey Mike Ashman. Ironic enough, this is the female pro wrestling drama. Next Smash Wrestling show in Toronto, my hometown booked Candice LeRae versus Kimber Lee and Vanessa Craven versus Courtney Crush. So, yeah, Smash Wrestling.
Oh, wow.
I've never watched Smash Wrestling, but I've heard good things about them, so I'm going to have to check it out. The thing is, I want to come
Yeah, have you ever seen Candice wrestle?
Maybe. I'm going to say no, but then...
She's pretty fantastic. There's a legitimate fear of WWE trying to poach her. because she's pretty good.
All right. Lennox Witterson, if wrestling had weight classes, this women versus men wouldn't be an issue unless they're in the same class. Wrestling should have weight classes. I think so, too. I like weight classes, but then you have those Rey Mysterio ones that people love. But I've
And
always
you also have to have you need to have a way bigger roster to have weight classes, I think.
Yeah, I always when I was thinking about running my last indie, I was thinking about having weight classes and having it more like that. But yeah, I agree. I've always thought the weight limit thing was a good idea. I like to have multiple weights. I mean, the UFC boxing pulls it off and all that, but I think it adds credibility to your indie fed. But you know, then again, an indie fed doesn't have the roster to pull it off.
Right.
Lennox Witterson, should the bad stigma on wrestling in America be blamed on Vince McMahon? Dana White has worked really hard to change the image of MMA. Could Vince have done the same in Triple H? Oh, without a doubt. I blame Vince completely.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's embarrassed of pro wrestling. Could Triple H turn it around? I hope so. I beg that he can. Samoa Joe versus Michael Elgin, Battle of Champions, March 16th in Chinatown. I am Mikey. There's so much great wrestling. We need it. We have to get I Am Mikey on staff. All right, here we go. Review comments. And I Am Mikey. They put you in spam. Those jerks. There is a huge contradiction in pro res when the fandom beg and cry for something different. Then the alternative promotions take things to the next level in mixed tag and single matches by ROH, PWG, Lucha Underground, Beyond Wrestling, Impact, just to name a few. Yet they forget women get power drive through tables in ECW. That is very true. WWE and Society of PG/PG pussies, LOL. Post on your Lucha review, but relates to this topic. Yeah, definitely. So thank you. And in Google, you gotta pump your brakes with the spam. All right, some guy who just fucking can't speak English. All right, put them in spam because most likely they're just looking for pirated material. But come on. All right, boop. Oh, I saw your thing now, Rob. Sorry. I saw Rob's comment saying, "Do you want me to handle the comments?" Yeah, because like when I get really bad headaches, concussions, yay! Nothing to do with chair shots. Sometimes it's harder for me to read. All right, on Twitter, thanks for the awesome review, man. Your podcast really helped me get through university. No problem. I really appreciate that. At RAB_SAHOTA. So go follow him on Twitter. And Rob tweeted us, and I'm gonna retweet you, baby. Go follow these guys. Boom, boom, boom.
I got a mean like 3 followers now, man. I'm moving up.
Sweet.
Internet Infantry has not followed me. For all the support they give me, they are not showing up.
Dude, you know what I noticed? Street cred in Twitter has really gone down. But here's an example. Back in the day, I used to be like the number. I tell the story. I used to be the #1 guy, most followers in Tokyo. And I don't know, Twitter has become, too crowded. Back in the day, like I'd be like, go follow this guy, and he would have 400 followers. Like that's it. Like I would send out a link, and it would like 1,000, 2,000 hits like within 2 minutes. Nowadays, you're like, go follow this guy. Go fuck yourself. Oh, I'm sorry, Twitter. And then on top of that, you're like, hey, check out this link. 3, 4 clicks, all that. All right, hold on 1 second. Rob, cover. Tell them how awesome you are. I'll be right back.
All right, I'm pretty fantastic. We got a few other things that we're going to be doing around here soon. I have some ideas that I want to pitch to Dave as possible floater ideas to try and help people get into other products. Because I'd like to help try and promote the growth of some of those products, because watching how upset the Internet Infantry are over wrestling in general, I just feel like you guys could be a lot happier if you guys started watching, just try some of the other products. So I'm hoping to help give an easier segue to those products in the future. And I know we plan to do a video, another Stump the Idiot, where we're going to talk about the whole DeMott scandal and everything surrounding that. And there's a lot of info to go over with that one. And then in the morning, you guys will be able to pop in here and see Boom Boom and I do a SmackDown review, maybe even with Dave if we can get him to do it.
Possibility. Real life has been very busy. Starting Monday, my life will slow down back to being a loser. I'm looking forward to it. No, but thank you very much. And yeah, this week, I think this week, statistically wise, is the saddest week ever. Like, because we had so many great reviews for Raw, and then it was like New Japan, nothing. Ring of Honor, nothing. Lucha Underground, NXT, nothing. And I was just like, No wonder why so many popular shows that only care about the views because their daddy will hug them only cover Raw.
Hmm.
Oh well. We do what we do, no matter what. Unless, of course, stop doing it. I should stop talking and end this show. Hey,
Yeah, I thought we were doing that 5 minutes ago, guy.
Well, yeah, because I was about to, no, I was in the groove. I was about to end the show. And someone knocks on the door, and they're like, "I kid you not. Ready for the question? Are you almost done the show?" Like, you're fucking up our short stump the idiot idea. Kid cheese. Goddamn kid cheese. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Also, check out our other videos. We try to do at least one video a day, and we're going to keep growing from there as we're growing as staff. We're planning on improving the blog. Rob, even though he's a humble guy, is really going to have a big part in the future of the website and podcast, so I'm really excited about that. So please check out the blog, prosports.net, and like, comment, subscribe. Rob, thank you. Internet Infantry, thank you. And if I missed any of your comments because of time and YouTube messing up, we'll try to get to them later. All right. With that, I am over.